Hello everyone, and today we're going to do another mod showcase, which is Pepsi's Mining Quarry. And what this mod is about, which I am going to read in a moment, should be about mining in caves, or something that makes mining a bit easier. And I might mostly be doing these things in creative mode, is because it's a lot easier for me to go from point A to point B, but I can also access the GUI just for anything, just to lower down the damage around here. So let me go and read on this page over here. So it says Mining Quarries mod. The overview adds a new block called the Quarry. Crafting recipe: 3 cobblestone, water bucket, redstone, lava bucket, cauldrons, and 1 hopper. And I'm just going to say for the ingredients, you're going to have to craft them, is because if you don't, you cannot get the quarry from this. You can't get it from the creative option. You actually have to craft it. So I will say this is like one of those moments where you actually have to craft the object. So all we just need is 3 cobblestone. I mean, I'm just going to show you guys that this is what you actually need. 3 cobblestone, a water bucket, 1 piece of redstone, 1 lava bucket. Just gotta do this bits and pieces. 2 cauldrons. Okay, I don't know why I typed 2 cauldrons. And 1 hopper. Then we gotta put it in the grid like this. It's kind of like building a dispenser or some other machine that you constantly use to farm a lot of stuff. So now that we have the quarry, you get your 2 buckets back as well. Very nice. So I have crafted the quarry. But it's kind of funny because the quarry looks just like the dropper. I mean, that is going to be very confusing unless you install another mod that allows you to see the block identity, so you know which one is a quarry and which one is a dropper. But the quarry, it's literally similar, has the same GUI and everything. They should add some color variation instead of just making it to this block, but they gotta work with the budget they got. So let me just read more just to see how this thing works. The quarry block mechanics. Directional block with a 9x9 inventory supports multiple container outputs by facing multiple quarries into the same container. Loot generation occurs only when the chunk is loaded. The quarry is facing into the valid container, chest, barrel. The pickaxe has more than 1 durability left. Okay, so there are the usage steps. We have to know how to use this so we can know how the quarry actually functions. Sorry. I'm a bit exhausted. So, usage steps. Place the quarry in the desired orientation. Make sure it faces a container. So, that would mean we got to get a chest. It could be a chest. It could be a copper chest. I'm just going to try a copper chest. Yep. Sorry. Insert a pickaxe in the center slot of the quarry's 9x9 inventory. So, I will try a, I'll say wooden pickaxe. Let's see. Oh, see? That is quite cool. But I think it's very slow. So let me read. Optional. Place desired items in any other slots to whitelist them, or place redstone torch below the pickaxe to blacklist those items instead. That's very intriguing. So we can place our desired items. So let me just see. So we got diamonds. I read redstone torches too. But I might try some gold just to see how this actually fares in any realistic scenario. So it says place the pickaxe in the middle of the slot. So we are picking up some different things, but I'm not sure if it's actually like mining the area around. Like, is it actually like mining out the blocks, or is it like like one of those block generators. Because it's quite strange on how it just doesn't break anything around, but it just generates based on putting the pickaxe in there. That is quite a sophisticated mod choice. But getting back to the diamonds, place any of the slot. So if I do this, I don't think that's how it works. Because if I do that, that would mean I probably don't get diamonds. So let me try cobblestone. Let me try to see if we only whitelist cobblestone. Okay. So we whitelist cobblestone, but I have to really see how this actually works. Like, now we're just getting this cobblestone. That is quite intriguing. That is a bit intriguing. Like, right now we're whitelisting it. And then place a redstone torch below the pickaxe, which I believe means, put it like this. This is how you blacklist. And when you blacklist, you kind of just stop the production of cobblestone. Because right now it's blacklisted. It's going to probably start pulling up granite, andesite, diorite. But I'm not sure it's based on pickaxe tier. Speaking of which, let me see how that works. How it works for science. If I replace it with a diamond pickaxe, I really want to see, like, if anything changes. So right now, you don't see no change in the number of the cobblestone. Yeah, so I believe the higher your pickaxe goes, the higher the tiers you can actually mine certain things. So now we're getting like redstone, raw gold. This is actually pretty cool. So basically you're a little personal miner without actually mining. And let me try another thing. Diamond pickaxe. And we're going to add some efficiency. Because we have to see, will this change the speed of the process? So we remove with this regular with the efficiency. Okay. So it's kind of fast, but it's kind of fast. What if I remove the blacklist now? I'm just expecting like a little bit of speed, but I guess it probably doesn't matter like what pickaxe you use. You might just basically still have to wait for it. That's the reality. Just gotta use the quarry and just wait. You can just do something else. Go fishing. Go do some raids. An hour later, you come back to this chest here, and you have loads of new stuff. So, I mean, that's still a win-win if you think about it. You can now get materials without actually going out to mine them. Sounds pretty lazy, but this can be helpful for those that probably don't like to mine at night. Because nobody wants to mine at night. But sometimes nights can be pleasant. But it just depends on where your mind is. And let me just read this part here. So it says, pickaxe behavior and drops. Pickaxes never fully break. It stops the quarry when the pickaxe reaches one durability. Base drops, cobblestone, granite, andesite, diorite. Different pickaxes affect cooldown delay between loot generation. Additional loot types beyond the base drops. So, if I can try to make sense of this, I know the setting is getting dark, but this is reality. Time just kind of moves on its own. So let me see. So pickaxe enchantments. efficiency. Each level reduces the quarry's cooldown by 0.1 seconds. That's actually very small, but you're still going to have to, go into a flow state just to, ignore the process and just let it just build up all the minerals for you. Unbreaking functions like vanilla unbreaking, slowing durability loss, fortune. So I would say if I added fortune, then you probably get more drops out of it. Silk touch drops becomes there's silk touch variants. So that means you can silk ores too with the quarry. And mending meaning no durability loss, effectively infinite uses. Wait a minute. So if the pickaxe was giving mending, that would mean it would just never break at all. Never break. And what that means, it can last forever. And you have filtering systems. I think I've already explained this already. And that's pretty much everything. Yeah. That's Pepsi's mining quarry. And it was made by Pepsied. Yeah, that's the author's name. So yeah, it felt like I did read a lot off the page until it got dark outside. But it's very pleasant out here. Usually it's always the sun rising and the sun setting, but I just barely just acknowledge the night sometimes. Like the night is just very nice. But there you have it, the quarry. It's the type of technology that just makes getting materials a bit efficient instead of just going out mining at night and getting jumped by a creeper or something. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys find this helpful in some way or form, because this will definitely make your mining trips a lot easier, so you don't have to worry about being jumped by mobs at night. And if you enjoyed, or if you do enjoy, then I'm very grateful. But until then, we are going to review another mod. But again, I don't know. We're going to be researching still, and there's a lot more mods on the mod page. But until then, take care and see you soon.